Good morning, my super art making friends. This is Nickalli, and I'm doing a video today just to show you a really quick, easy project that's going to go both inside and outside of our books, and it's going to be made with art bits. So there's not a whole lot to do today except for some folding and some gluing, if you've already got tons of art bits to use. So what we're doing today is called hidden paper clips. This is going to be the page that we're going to be working on. It's somewhere in the back. It was supposed to be across from your washi tape page, but I messed up somewhere along the line. So anyway, this is going to be back here. I'll put a picture down below so that you can take a photocopy of this. But this is what a hidden paper clip is. It's a bookmarker, and there's a paper clip inside here that you just can't see. And we used paper to surround it and a few little art bits to create the paper clip. All right, here's another example in my journal. This one I used for a junk journal. So there's a hidden paper clip back here, and this is some file folder that's covering it up. And the last one, this is what I did with our leaf rubber stamps that we made last month. So there's a paper clip in there, and it's just to hold everything secure. All right, so for this project, all you're going to need is some paper clips. This one might be a little big, but anyway. So I've got a couple I dug around and found some different sizes. And then hopefully you all have some art bits. This is my little package of stuff from all my different Joanne classes. So we're going to use the little ones. And we're going to need some strips. All right, I think that should do it. And I've got some over here. So the strips that you're looking for, what you want is you want something that's a little bit sturdy. You don't want, like say, book page or copy paper, because it needs to have enough stability that it's going to be able to go around a page without the sides collapsing in. So you're just looking for something that's a little bit sturdy. Mixed media paper, a 90-pound watercolor paper, file folders, cardstock, that type. And anything with some color on it, you can always go in and make some color if you don't have what you want. And then to decorate it, we're just going to use some of our little art bits. So pull out what you've got. And the paper clips and glue. That's all you're going to need for this. So besides finding a little bit sturdier paper, what you're looking for is you want strips that are 4 times the size of your paper clip. So when you look at your strips, this one would be too small because that's probably 1, 2, 3 and a half. So this one I wouldn't use for this. I'd use maybe one of the smaller paper clips would work for this one. And then once you find your strip and you've measured it out, what you're going to do, let's use this one for this, I think. Well, let's use this one. Okay. So once you find a strip that you want to use, you're going to fold your right sides together in half. All right. So whatever you want, fold it in half so the right sides are together. And then you're just going to place your paper clip over the center of it. Doesn't really matter which way you go. Here we go. Go that way. All right. And so that's going to be in the center. And then with the extra that you have left over, you're going to fold that up and around to hide the paper clip. All right. This one is a little short. You can see the paper clip sticking out, but since I have this extra, I'm just going to fold it over and that will hide it. And then we're going to glue it together. It's good if you have a little bit of space between your two sides. It makes it easier to put over something easily without having to fight between two things that are too close together. So if these two don't line up exactly, that's actually perfect. All right. Then once you have your base, you're going to unfold it And I like art glitter glue. It seems to hold just fine. Fabric tack will work. Bookbinders glue, any tacky glue, anything that's got a little bit of heft to it that will hold to metal fairly well. And you're going to go all the way around. Oops. And on top. Another reason you want a little bit sturdier paper is because you don't want this concaving around the paper clip too much. You want it to be able to hold up a little bit against the paper clip. Get a good grip there and then turn it over, and you're going to do the same thing on this side. And when you're doing this, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to glue the sides together. Oops, that wasn't quite long enough. So in here, these two papers right here, you want to make sure that you can get a piece of paper all the way up to the fold on both sides. So just make sure that you don't get any glue in there. And then for this one, I want to flip it over. So I'm going to add a little bit more glue up here. And press together. All right, there we go. So let's do one more. I've got this one. I've already kind of pre-folded it just to make it a little bit easier so you don't have to watch me struggling. Do another big one, I think. So again, you want it about 4 times the size. So this one looks like it's pretty good. It might be a little bit too long, which is actually perfect. And let's see. Let's put it in this way. There we go. So the right sides together in half. Put it pretty much in the middle, and then you're going to fold it up on that side, and you're going to fold it up on that side, and you're going to leave that little bit of space. The gap doesn't have to be that big. It just kind of depends on what you prefer. And then I've got a lot of extra. So this one, I can kind of, rather than folding it over, I can kind of determine if I want to just cut it off, if I want to leave it. You can make it as tall as you want. Just kind of be aware of how much it's going to stick out of your book. All right, so I think I'm going to cut these both down a little bit. Okay. Once those are cut down, then let's do some gluing here. Around. Glue that together. On this side, we're going to go around. We'll glue this one together. All right, and then at the top, I'm going to just go ahead and get a line of glue in at the top and pinch that together. And hold it for a few minutes. All right, now once you get that part, you're going to decorate. So I like to do things so that it's kind of the same on both sides, so that way when you're looking at it in your book, it looks good from both directions. It's completely not necessary. Let's do the butterflies, and let's see what else we want. Let's do some leaves on this one. So they don't have to match, but I think I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. Okay, we'll put those back. And get that out of the way for now. All right, and then the next thing is just to glue your decoration to the top. So I'm going to go all around the whole thing. I cut these out at the same time, and then did the design and painted on them so that when I put them on, I knew I would have it matching fairly closely. Okay. Kind of line that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's that one. I think that one's kind of cute. And this one, I think I'm going to put the leaves down a little bit lower so that they're not sticking up. This one, when you put it on, you can see how far up it's going to go. So the butterfly is going to be hanging up outside of the book. This one, I think I want down a little bit lower so it doesn't hang out too far. So I'll do that one. Go. And let's go the other direction. All right. Let's see how these ended up looking. And I'll show you the page that I ended up doing in my book. Get this stuff out of the way. All right, so on your next blank page in the back of the book, this is another piece of art bits, and I just made a title for it, but I did this so that it's only glued on the edges, so that way I could actually hold my extra clips in here. All right, and then I give a little bit of a direction and a little bit of a guideline. So I'll put this in the book so that you guys can copy it. And I hope you like the project. It's a really quick one, but it's a lot of fun to be able to use up all your little pieces and make clips for all of your books. Christmas presents. Give a book with a clip in it. All right. Well, thanks so much, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And let me know if you have any questions at all online, and I will answer as best that I can. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.